Okay, I'm Mickey Kavanaugh, and this is how I've organized my Evernote. So I made a notebook stack and I put 3 notes under it. So I have my LED 422 as my main one, and then I did an Ed puzzle, a PBL, and a STEM apps. So each week we do something new that I have a lot of info on. I make a new notebook so it's easier to find the things in it. So if I start with the Ed puzzle, which we had to do this week too, I made a note that has my Ed puzzle volcanoes, and so then I have how we cited them digitally, and then I just have all 3 of those on this one page. And then the 3 images, I like that it pops up on this side so that you have a little image to go off of. And then I did my Ed puzzle robot, and cited it so that I gave credit. And then I also put in a web clipping of the Ed puzzle site so that it gives a little information on it, because I really like that when you go out onto the internet, you can, like if I were to go to here, I can click up in the right corner, and then I could add this screencast-o-matic to a notebook by clicking here and finding a notebook. And then could add a tag, I could add a remark, and then I can click if I want an article or a simplified article, and then it changes it, and then if you hit save, it just puts it right in there. And so that's what I did with the Ed Puzzle website, so that I had that as a source. And then I broke it down, so I have my PBL, and so I had the school brochure, which is a PBL we made to do to a class, and I have the 8 things you need, and then I have my script and the standards, and so they're all in one. And then I have my bathroom remodel, which is just a script I did, and I typed that in here too. And then this week I had played around with adding a reminder, so you can add reminders to each of your notes. And then lastly, the notebook I have is STEM apps, and I have 5 in here. So I think I have 26 apps that I picked from the group community and put them in here. I didn't put pictures in here because I thought it was a little overwhelming since I put them all together. But I did put the link for each one and then just a little information so that I can quickly read it, see how much it costs, and then decide if that's something I would want to use like for a class that year, and then I can go to the website to learn more. I originally had started doing web clippings for this, so I did one on a paper bridge, but when you put in this web clipping, it's a lot of information, so if I would have done that for all 25, I think it just would have been overwhelming to look at for all of them, so I did it for 2, and then I decided that that wasn't the best way to organize this. And then I also have in this one, since it's the STEM apps, I put in the 360 video, so that it's the site that has all these different ones that I could click on and go to. And then lastly, I have this, the solar system video, which was also a STEM app that we talked about that week. And so I have all those in this one notebook to keep it organized. I also have just a couple tags that I've done. So for all these apps, I've done a tag of STEM and apps, and I think on my solar system, yep, I tagged it just called solar system. So then when you go to your tags, you can click on those, like this question video. I named it that so that I would know that the Ed puzzle is a video that you can put questions in. I'm not huge into the tags because I'm not familiar with them, and I feel like I have mine organized into notebooks that clearly state what's in them. So for me, I think I would just go in and find the notebook rather than go to the tags, because I think it gets a little confusing just for me. And then I've messed around with some other classes and ventured to see how those go and put a couple things in there for those classes. So that's how my Evernote is set up.